The more self-sufficient we are, the less dependent we are on the system. However, reaching complete self-sufficiency can only happen when we bring in a special ingredient. Stay tuned to find out what that is. Self-sufficiency is helpful for a number of reasons. It enables us to thrive on frugal living, which requires us to think outside the box and be resourceful. What we need is often freely available around us. Reusing and recycling materials feels good because we know we're getting the most out of what we have rather than squandering resources. Working with the land sensitively reduces our carbon footprint and reminds us that anything we take in excess of what we need is felt by others, as we're all interconnected and interdependent. Self-sufficiency also requires us to be self-disciplined, hard-working, and carry our own weight. Finding solutions like fixing things ourselves boosts confidence, and in the process our tool and skill sets increase. However, self-sufficiency can only go so far. Even if we could find a perfect plot of land or a great community of idealists, becoming totally self-sufficient is hard to do. The system wants people to be dependent on it. It has no interest in getting people to find ways to become free of it. It's really all about money, including taxes. Self-sufficiency that is dependent on us accumulating possessions or land, no matter how sustainable, is not real self-sufficiency. Because if the powers that be wish to refuse access to land or possessions, they invariably can find a way of doing so. However, by bringing God sufficiency into the picture, we break totally and permanently free of the system. We have found in something Jesus taught and demonstrated a key to realizing total sufficiency. He said anyone who works for love rather than money will have his material needs looked after by God, the creator of everything and the real owner of the world. Working for love and not money is another way of saying that we stop trying to sustain ourselves and we focus on the needs of others instead. God wants to show us a higher form of survival than merely existing for the sake of it. The word survival actually means living above. This new plane of existence is one that the system can never take away from us. The world is fast heading towards a cashless society. Soon it will be impossible to buy and sell without the system's compulsory form of techno-money. The only permanently safe haven will come from listening to God and being guided by Him from day to day. Learning self-sufficiency may help us adapt more than the average person to environmental, political, and economic upheaval. However, no matter how strong we may think we are, or how many skills we may have, we're not going to be able to survive the coming storm unless we put our faith in something more powerful than ourselves. This higher power may guide us to a refuge, or feed and clothe us in ways we never expected. But He may also tell us to lay down our lives for the sake of a bigger, eternal plan. That is our ultimate snub to the system, and something for which they have no answer. In summary, bringing God into the picture makes our self-sufficiency complete. God may lead us to develop skills and use self-sufficient outlets for a limited purpose and time. However, we mustn't see these as ends in themselves. Paradoxically, it's when we stop worrying about ourselves and get busy loving God and others that our needs will be met in ways that we cannot imagine. This gives us the best chance of thriving now and managing the challenges and changes on our doorstep.